Let's check back in with Doge and its mission to cut waste, to get rid of corruption, which I'm a big fan of. I love it. I like what they've been doing because we have to make cuts. We have too much debt, and it needs to be taken care of. And it's been really funny to see the spin on this, to see how the media has went after him. Let me show you a really good example of what they've been doing to try to ruin him on social media. This got community noted finally, but for a while, it was able to rack up 21 million views, no problem. And it's this video right here, and there's a cut. Here's what it says. Elon Musk walks off and leaves his 4-year-old son wandering off stage by himself. This clip legitimately disturbs and saddens me. Well, let's take a look at this 11-second clip. Okay, here's Elon walking off, and it looks like he just leaves his kid there, doesn't it? What's going on? His kid is been abandoned. Well, that's not the full story. Here's the full story right here. This is extreme propaganda. So there he is leaving, just like we saw before. Oh, what's this? He went back for him. By the way, keep in mind, Secret Service everywhere, personal security everywhere. Nothing was going to happen to that kid. But isn't that funny? You get a different angle, it's a different story, especially without the cut. This is all over the place. All over the place. And it's funny that was able to go on. That went on for quite a while. This was posted on the 23rd. It took a day for a community note to get put on this. And this isn't the only clip like this, by the way. How big is this account? 47,000. So you've got a lot of stuff going on right now. Doge had a little rebellion. About 20 members of Doge staff walked off, doing a little protest. Well, guess what? They aren't people that he hired. And according to someone that works from Doge, they had like woke flags up and stuff in their offices. So some of their woke employees quit. These aren't people that Elon hired personally. Doge workers are revolting against Elon Musk and Donald Trump by signing a dramatic resignation letter vowing not to defund public services. We swore to serve the American people and uphold our oath to the Constitution, 21 former Doge staffers wrote in a letter. These ex-Doge workers who are not part of Musk's personal hired nerd army said they refuse to dismantle critical public services being slashed. All of the now resigned workers were part of the U.S. Digital Service, USDS, the small government department of roughly 100 workers that Musk turned into Doge. Since his takeover, Doge has fired Elon's takeover. Doge has fired 40 of those workers. In the last month, Doge has ramped up, as you know. Several of these interviewers refused to identify themselves, asked questions about political loyalty, attempted to pit colleagues against each other, and demonstrated limited technical ability. The staffers revealed in their letter, seemingly slamming the Doge workers who quizzed them as hostile. So they probably were. They're probably activist workers, and they decided to do this protest, and I'm okay with it. You get them out, you get somebody in there that's better. This process, this is from their letter, by the way, that they put. That is not in here, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have shown you the entire letter. But here's Doge's response. Katie Miller posted on X that the workers who signed the letters were full remote workers who hung trans flags from their workplaces. I'll leave it to you to decide who you want to believe. So a lot of stuff has been happening. Federal workers, there was a story out saying that, some people were told to ignore this. If you didn't see, this went out from a lot of people, or this went out to a lot of people in government basically saying Please reply to this email approximately with 5 bullets of what you accomplished last week and CC your manager. Please do not send any classified information, links, or attachments. Deadline is Monday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What did you do last week? Doesn't that sound like Office Space? Basically, they're trying to find out if people are just getting money and they're not even there, if they're a fake person. And if you don't respond, you're going to be fired. I'm okay with it. Let's get the corruption out. That's how I feel about it. But they're wrapping things up. Now, keep in mind, Elon Musk is from South Africa, right? Pretty sure a lot of people know that. Benny Johnson went out and got one of these liberal protesters to tell him to go back to Africa. Watch this.
Elon Musk were here right now. What would you tell him?
Go back where you come from.
America or
Where he came from.
South Africa?
South Africa?
South Africa, right?
Oh, gotta go.
Go back to South Africa where he belongs.
Go back to South Africa.
Go back to South Africa. He's not a citizen. He came here illegally and stayed, then got citizenship, I believe.
I don't even know. I think so. I don't even know, though. Go back.
Go back to Africa.
Go back to Africa.
You can look at him, you can realize he just... I should have said that.
What would you tell him?
He's an unelected, greedy, selfish bastard. And please go away. Nobody elected him. Nobody voted for him. We don't want him. He's a racist and he's a Nazi. This is not what America is about.
Oh, look, she's wearing a Luigi shirt. So that's the guy that killed that healthcare CEO, who I guess, I was reading this today, and this isn't the video topic, but I guess he might get off on a technicality, a mistrial, because of evidence that was fabricated. Imagine that. Imagine that. How do you screw up so bad?
You said to go away.
Yeah.
Where would you like him to go?
Go back to South Africa. His grandfather left Canada to specifically go to South Africa because he loved the racist policies of South Africa. Go back to South Africa.
Go back to Africa.
As an immigrant, telling another immigrant, go back to where he came from, because I am not trying to change America for the worse. I'm not a greedy, selfish person.
The optics of this are wild. Now think about this. If it was anybody else, how the media, this would be a main headline story. But, you know, they're leftists. It's okay for them to tell people to go back.
Wanted to take everything for myself. Somebody who has $404 billion is going to go into Social Security and tell my grandfather or my disabled cousin that $800 a month is too much and you have $404 billion.
No one is saying that. What they have been doing is cutting out Highlanders. I've seen people with like 200-year lifespans are somehow still collecting Social Security. You're going to tell me there's not something funny there? Okay. No one's going to cut off people that are alive. Maybe people that are frauding the system and pulling some nasty shit, like the 500-year-old people. It wasn't 500. There was like one dude that's like 300 years old. I look at this graph. It's all over social media. There's one that's really funny that has Highlanders as an age bracket.
Dollars that you will never spend in your lifetime. Go, hey Elon, shoot yourself into the sun.
So this is the attitude. And then there's more. All kinds of meltdowns. Apparently, Kamala Harris is returning. Triumphant return to the White House for her.
Let the vibration hit you. It's all going to be good, man. Listen, Donald Trump is going to go away. And so is J.D. Vance. So is all the Republican evil minions that he has. Steve Miller.
How going?
That round-headed, bald-headed Nazi. Steve Bannon.
What?
That crusty-looking, pale-faced, no-lip.
Crusty-looking.
Crusty, evil dude. They're all going to go away. They're all going to go away. Don't you think that this is going to end? It's going to end. This craziness is going to end. And Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are going to come back into the picture. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Never give up that hope.
So, 3 sets of 3. Let's just take this in, okay? Take some deep breaths.
Never give up that hope, old man. And there's this guy. He's a little unhinged. Let's take a look at this one.
Dear Mr. President, my name is Daniel Thomas Pryor, and I am a citizen of the United States. And I fucking dare you to pass an executive order on me, you little fascist piece of shit.
Whoa.
And for those of you who voted for Trump, fuck.
Well, we can't have too many swear words in here, but you know what he's about to say there. Then we got Bernie Sanders begging for money. This dude has mansions, all kinds of money, but he wants money to travel the country so that he can give speeches and screech about Trump and Elon. The fight is on.
I am once again asking for your financial support. I don't have to tell anybody that we're living in dangerous and unprecedented times.
Dangerous times.
We are fighting now against the oligarchs, Elon Musk and the others.
The oligarchs have always been here, Bernie.
The government.
America's been an oligarchy for a long time. If anything, it kind of seems like Trump's trying to stop that kind of shit. But you weren't doing anything about them before because they run both parties, but they have more of a foothold over in the Democratic Party. That's why you see a lot of them spending money on Democratic leaders, judges, all kinds of shit. One of them has a big name. His name is George Soros.
Richest people in the world. We're taking on
Like George?
Trump's movement toward authoritarianism, putting more and more power into his own hands, undermining the
I got to be honest, a lot of the authoritarianism coming from the left.
Congress, challenging the courts, not knowing what the Constitution is about.
Do you?
We are right now engaged in a major struggle to make sure that the Congress does not pass legislation which gives massive tax breaks to billionaires and then cuts Medicaid, education, and programs that working families desperately need. I am going to be running around this country along with others to rally the American people, to continue the fight for justice, to stand up to Trump and the authoritarianism that we are seeing. To be successful, we're going to need your help. So please, if you can send $27 or anything.
Bernie good at asking for money, isn't he? That's right up his alley. Of course, he always bends the knee the moment he needs to. He's quick to bend the knee. I don't think you've quite got that political power that you used to have outside of your own little area anymore, Bernie. I really don't. When you bent the knee to Hillary, you turned off a lot of people, and your little get-togethers have been so small since then. And that's on you, man. That's on you for being a cuck, a wuss. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Are you going to be mad at the onesies like Bernie was recently? Give me your thoughts. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.